Cruise news time, and well, here we go again. Some interesting stories today, some highs, some lows. We're going to talk about a popular free cruise program that's been expanded. A horrible story about an allegation of assault recently on a cruise ship. Carnival Celebration making a big announcement that they got new shows coming, and these shows are pretty exciting. We also have a story of a dramatic rescue at sea, one I hadn't contemplated yet. I've got video of that. We also have to talk about, well, tonight's the night. Tonight's the night for the real Love Boat. And then, as usual, it's another day and another Carnival guest making demands of Carnival. This time a very specific Halloween demand. And I don't think they're wrong. Cruise news and my views. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Lido, Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views for your face. It is Wednesday, the 5th of October, 2022, and I'm back here in the cut, back here in Lido, Loca. I mean, I've been in Lido, Loca headquarters. I'm at home. I guess that's what I'm trying to say still. I'm a man without a ship. I'm at home, ready to give you some cruise news. Cruise news story number one, and this is a good one. Very popular free cruise program has been extended. We're talking about Margaritaville's Heroes Sail for Free program. This is a program that allowed for free cruises, 3-day Bahamas cruise for heroes. And the way they defined the heroes, current and former U.S. military members, fire, police, and EMS personnel, educators, and nurses. All of those folks qualified for a free 3 days Bahamas cruise. Widely popular, 30,000 bookings right as the program was announced. And based on that response, they are expanding that program. And the cool thing is now, heroes can sail for free once a year, up to once a year, anytime that they are sailing with another paying guest. The original program had an end date on it, but this will be a program going forward. This just takes care of the base cruise fare. It doesn't take care of any of your port fees or taxes or anything like that, just for an interior room, so you can pay a little more and get upgraded. But I've heard some feedback that people are really happy with the pricing on this. I'll ask that question again. Have you done one of these Heroes at Sea cruises? Have you booked one? What was the overall price after you paid your taxes? Did you feel good about it? That kind of thing, taxes, gratuities, port fees. Leave a comment below. Cruise news story number two, Carnival Celebration has announced that they've got some sexy new shows coming out, and I, for one, am excited. I love entertainment on cruise ships, and these are new shows to Carnival, which is exciting to see new entertainment coming to Carnival. The Most Magnificent Circus, that will be a show. Color My World, an indie rock and pop love story. Visual Symphony. And then the final new show they've announced is Rio Carnival, which is a Brazilian themed show. And they've also announced a couple new game shows to go with, like Family Feud and Love and Marriage. What's Age got to do with it? Cash Bash, which is going to involve the casino, so maybe another bingo variant or some sort of money type variant, and Guess That Groove. Just another reason I'm excited to try out the new Carnival cruise ship, the Celebration. Are you going on the Celebration this year? Are you excited about the new shows? We can talk about that. Cruise news story number three is a disgusting and a huge bummer of a story, but I feel like we should talk about it because there's a very important takeaway from it. Carnival Sunrise returning back to Miami a few days ago, October the 3rd. A gentleman had been detained on board, arrested by Miami police and charged with lewd and lascivious behavior. 51-year-old dude accused of kissing a 5-year-old on the mouth, witnessed by the father. That's basically the story. Not worth giving the guy's name. Just disgusting. We'll continue to track along and see what happens with the story. The point, the reason to bring it up, the takeaway is you got to remember when you're on a cruise ship that you're on a cruise ship with thousands of people and it's a numbers game. There's going to be some bad people on cruise ships. Sexual assault is one of the highest incidents that happen on cruise ships. Obviously not only to children, but also to people of all ages. And so it's just a reminder out there that just because you're on a cruise and you can get this false sense of safety when it comes to yourself and your family and your kids, situational awareness is important. Buddy system is important. Always knowing where people that you're traveling with is important. And I put it out there just as a reminder that even though cruising is a safe, fun vacation, there are still bad people in the world, and bad people will go on cruise ships. Again, it's just a numbers game. Horrible story. I hope this guy gets the full brunt of whatever he's supposed to get if proven guilty. And as a father, if I saw somebody doing that to my 5-year-old kid, again, I'm kind of a pacifist, nonviolent kind of person, but there's a few things that really would push me to the edge, and that would push me to the edge. So, yeah. Cruise news story number 4. Let's talk about this dramatic Coast Guard rescue. This happened on Holland America's Westerdam as it was making its way to Hawaii. There was a woman in her 70s suffering from cardiac arrest or troubles with her heart, and she had to be medevaced off of the cruise ship, and the Coast Guard did that. And one thing that I'd never really contemplated is that not every cruise ship has a helipad. In my mind, I just assumed that helicopter could land on any cruise ship. Well, apparently not on the Westerdam. And so this is video that's been captured by the Coast Guard. It's in the public domain. I'm just going to play the video for you. They do a full-on, drop a dude on the deck, drop a litter on the deck, put the lady in the litter, in the basket, and then bring her up. So I'd never seen anything like this before. I thought I would share it with you guys. Medical evac happens all the time on cruise ships. People get sick all the time on cruise ships. Not that strange, but I'd never seen it done quite like this. I'm just going to roll the video for a few seconds. Check this out. I've never seen it. Have you ever seen anything like this on a cruise ship before? Leave a comment below.
Position. Coming down. Position looks good. Swimmer's coming down. And swimmer's on deck. And swimmer is disconnected. Swimmer is away, recovering hook. You are clear, back and left. Hook coming up. Litter is extended by trail line. Covering litter.
Cruise news story number 5. Tonight is the night for the premiere of The Real Love Boat. This is the reality dating show series that happens on a Princess cruise ship with some familiar faces. And for us cruisers, probably one of the most famous faces we'll recognize is that of ex-Carnival cruise director Matt Mitchum. He is the cruise director on The Real Love Boat. It is being hosted by the couple Rebecca Romaine and Jerry O'Connell. And basically, they're going to have couples that they try to find love. They try to see who falls in love over a 21-day cruise to the Mediterranean. It should be interesting. I watched some of the preview party for this, and I believe there's going to be a lot of interesting guest appearances. I saw Christopher Knight, Peter Brady. I think he's making a guest appearance. And, of course, fan favorite Charo is going to make an appearance on the show. So it's going to be interesting. I think there's going to be some nostalgia mixed with modern-day reality shows. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but Jenny and I will certainly be watching it and commenting on it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening. The other thing that's interesting is as I was looking for information on Real Love Boat today, I think there might be an Australia Real Love Boat going on at the same time. I don't know where it can be streamed at, but there's a familiar face on that Australia Love Boat. Hannah from Below Deck, if there's any Below Deck fans out there, Hannah from Below Deck is going to be the cruise director on the Australia version. So we're going to have to figure out where we can watch this. This comes on CBS in real time at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. It'll be on the streaming service Paramount Plus tomorrow. So if you want to watch it tonight, you've got to have some sort of access to CBS Live. And then, of course, you can pick it up on the streaming service tomorrow. Is this your cup of tea? Will you be watching The Real Love Boat, or are you kind of meh when it comes to reality shows? I know a lot of people are. I love them. I'm excited to finish the show today so I can watch last night's episodes of Lego Masters, and I think I might have an Ink Masters to watch. But yeah, are you going to be watching The Real Love Boat? Leave a comment below. All right, let's move this conversation into some Halloween talk. It is October, and there's an interesting request out there on the social medias of Carnival Cruise Line. There is a passenger that is very passionate about a certain kind of encounter they would like to have on a cruise ship. I'm going to tell you all about that, but first, let me invite you to subscribe. If you'd like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of these episodes. And talking about Halloween, I have created some more t-shirt designs, not necessarily only for Halloween, but in the in the horror genre. Maybe not even the horror, but in the horror is it a horror / cruising genre? Of course. The Sugar Skulls t-shirt are for sale right now. A lot of you guys have picked that up for your fall cruising. And then also, I created a whole series of t-shirts called The Monsters of the Lido. La Lido Loca presents The Monsters of the Lido. And so they all have the same front, the La Lido Loca Monsters of the Lido shirt with the fangs, little blood fangs. And then the back, each one of them have a monster. So we got Captain Frankie, we got the Sailor Zombie, and we got the Ghost Pirate. And those are all available for sale now. I did order some shirts today, and they were showing me an estimated delivery of October the 20th. That was without doing anything like paying for any expedited shipping. So I should be able to have these shirts by my Halloween cruise, which happens at the end of the month. I'm kind of partial to the Sailor Zombie shirt. That's the shirt that I'm picking up. I'll wear that shirt year round. Anyways, represent the Loca fam if you like, with some dark Halloween type merch. But yeah, there you go. All right, let's keep the conversation in Halloween. There was a Carnival cruiser that reached out to brand ambassador John Heald with what I thought on first reading was kind of a crazy request. They were like, John, it's Halloween. How come you don't have any haunted house experiences on your cruise ship? What the heck, John? And at first I thought, well, that's a dumb request. Like, why? Where are they going to stick a haunted house on a cruise ship? But then the more I sat with it, I was like, oh, that's actually pretty doable. I'm thinking, especially about an experience I had on Royal Caribbean where they set up a whole inflatable laser tag. A couple places. I've seen them set it up at the Sportsplex on the Quantum Plus type ships, and I've also seen them set them up at the ice skating rink on ships that had the ice skating rink. So I'm like, it probably is viable to have a haunted house experience. Now, look, I don't really like to be scared. I don't know that I'm one for the haunted house experience, but I think they could do a haunted house experience on a cruise ship. The only thing that worries me is I've seen people punch people at a haunted house, like a jump scare, like that kind of thing. That could be troublesome on a cruise ship. We know we don't like fighting on a cruise ship, but what do you think? Is this an unreasonable request? Are you somebody that likes haunted houses? Would you like to see that on a cruise ship? I think it's doable. Leave a comment below. Hey, we're now at the point of the show where I will be punishing you if you do not hit the like button. Simple exchange, you hit the like button, nothing happens. But if you don't hit the like button, well, I will be forced to punish you, and your punishment will be this. On your very next cruise, you will be in charge of explaining to Count Dracula that the Bloody Mary that he's ordered doesn't actually contain blood, that it's just tomato juice. And he's going to be none too happy, and he'll still be looking for blood. So that puts you right in the line of sight of some becoming the undead. And nobody wants that, I don't think. I don't know. I saw an interview with a vampire. It did seem like some people wanted to live forever. Okay. Thank you so much. Hit the like button. Tony for La Lido Loca. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.